up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready, set, ready. Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set. Ready. Right to the 3. Do some. Right to the 3. 8.
To throw on second down is Newton. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the interception here, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. To throw, Mariota. He locates Walker, complete. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mariota again. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, it's Mariota. And this is taken in at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways.
And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
That's right now. Gun, gun.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
That's right now. Hey! Gun, gun.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 4 down. Yes. Gun, gun. Hey. Watch the screen. Gun. Slam.
Newton now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jackson now to return. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Play action now. Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Third and goal, Mariota. Being chased out left. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Suckup, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. To throw is Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun. Hey! Hey!
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Gun.
Newton throwing again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they'll run it here. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Throwing, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. They go play action. Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Hey. Do something.
To throw on second down. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Newton on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit. Yeah,
you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Mariota now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Titans getting set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's got some space here. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
This is Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right there. Gun. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They run. This is Lewis. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Right to the 3.
Now they try the right side here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That's it. 180. 20.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. A good pickup there, 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Right to the 3. Hey! Express! Hey, hey! Watch this, watch this! Hey, get right down. Get right there.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Do something. Hey, get right down. Get right there. Get right there.
Newton throwing again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey! Set, ready? Great. Express!
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. 8. Check 26.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Check your hot feet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now Newton on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cassius Marsh in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they'll go on the ground. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
4 down, 4 down. Right to the 3.
On 3rd down, that's Barber. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Here we go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Back to throw, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now a toss coming right side. It's Barber. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Good move at the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now it's Newton. Slide, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cassius Marsh in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gun. Mike's 50. Check.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mariota now from the 50. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Titans on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. To throw, Mariota. Flushed out right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Newton's going to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Panthers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the ball